Ivy High School game of the week. And there's Steve Wallace from 2012 to 2014. He left, won a state championship at Shawnee Heights, coached some women's college basketball at KU, also at Gardner Edgerton, but he's back. And his team at 7-4. His lineup, guys on the front line, they got Simmons, and also on their front line, they've got Peyton and Jerron Briggs as their leading scorer. And Michael Schieber, believe it or not, in his 17th year. Wow, the time flies. I remember this guy, his first year here. He was a young guy with no gray hair. He was 29 years old, but he has done a lot of winning here for the Titans, and he's dropped 30 pounds. So good for him as his health is getting better. And here's his starting five, a very guard-oriented team in McKnight. Jordan is their leading scorer, getting about 16 a game. And then Baggett does it all for them. And really their only big guy is Avila at 6'7". And there is West, the home team in white. They got a good win on Tuesday night, and it was a conference win, low-scoring Grinders conference game, 48-35 over Ray Peck. And, of course, Piper in action last night, got a good win against St. Thomas Aquinas, Coach.
Oh, they went to St. Thomas Aquinas on Aquinas' senior night, Kevin. Again, got a big 11-point win over the Saints.
Public address announcer announcing the Titan lineup here. As earlier we had a couple of girls games, some good girls action here in the A10 Varsity Showcase. Lincoln Prep won by 1. And then Park Hill South in girls action held off Baser Linwood 46-40. And then prior to this one, St. James Academy and Baser Linwood had a good game there as Baser Linwood able to win it 59-50. And this is the final of the Varsity Showcase put on by 810 Radio, number 22. And Piper in their visiting uniforms in the purple. The home team in white will be Lee Summit West. Jason Hill, Eddie Reese, and Jason Wright, your officials. It'll be Simmons against Baggett in the center jump circle as they jump it up on the Missouri side. And we are underway. Lee Summit West in white will run the first set. Man-to-man defense shown by Piper.
Again, just talking to Coach Schieber, Kevin, he's running a lot more ball screen this year than he ever has in the past. The kids really seem to like it. You'll see a lot of motion, a lot of backdoor cuts also.
Ian McDonald had 12 points in their win Tuesday night over Ray Peck. This is their leading scorer, getting 16 per game, Jordan. And he connects.
Oh, he's got a real smooth stroke there, Kevin. A nice, easy, placid way about him. Again, plays with a lot of confidence. Again, starting 5 seniors this year. Only 1 starter back, though. A lot of inexperience on the part of Lee Summit West.
Briggs in the paint, trying to answer. Had it blocked by McDonald. Titans break out of the pack with McDonald attacking off the left side. He's fouled by Hanslick and will shoot 2 free throws.
Again, no question, both teams want to play fast, Kevin. Again, Coach Schieber definitely emphasizing transition, push the ball up the court. Let's get an easy one on the fly.
McDonald, a 74% foul shooter, averages 7 points per game.
Oh, Ian McDonald, Kevin, billed as a catch-and-shoot kid, though, but definitely adding some versatile offense to his game.
Second most threes on the team. Like man-to-man defense by the Titans. Briggs, let's go on a 3. Baggett the rebound and push. Jordan the pull-up 3 from the wing. Long rebound corralled by Briggs. There's Jerron in the open floor, finding Taylor Cantu with a baseline jumper, and he rattles it in.
Oh,
Dylan Taylor Cantu.
Oh, again, really plays well in transition there, Kevin, and only takes good shots. Good leader for Piper.
And we got a whistle and a foul coming up. Vance Avila with his first foul of the game, as now Titans showing some backcourt pressure.
But just talking to Coach Shieber this week, Kevin, about what are you trying to do defensively this year. He said, well, we really want to pressure all 94 feet. You can get up in their face. Don't let them run their offense.
There's Taylor Cantu inside to Briggs. Ball on the deck, scooped up there. As Hanslick finding Briggs. And Baggett with another rebound. Baggett gets 6 rebounds per game. He's their top rebounder. Skip it in the corner, McDonald. Here's the big man at 6'7", Avila. Baggett. Rebounded by Simmons. Simmons getting 7 rebounds per game. He and Briggs, the top rebounders on the Piper side. Briggs skips in the corner to Tyson, and he is fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. Avila the foul.
Oh, that's Jamie Tyson again. Poor closeout right there. Got all the way to the cup. Definitely got head up top there again. Tyson really did not play at hardly at all as a junior, and Coach Wallace is really expecting big things of him down the stretch here as we get into February in sub-state play.
He's their best foul shooter at 79%. Avila has to sit down with 2 fouls, and Grant McAtee, a 6'5" senior, checking in for West. Well, the Titans got off to a nice start in this game, but we've seen their offense stagnate a little bit. Here's their top scorer, Jordan. Catch and shoot, not there. Simmons another rebound. Piper the 1-point lead in the basketball, about 3 minutes in here at the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. Briggs going off glass. McDonald the rebound and push. Ian McDonald attacking and scoring with a scoop. Ian McDonald.
Oh, no hesitation at all there on the part of McDonald again, Kevin. 2 defenders back. Nobody really closed out. Got the ball stopped again all the way to late in for 2.
They screen it for Taylor Cantu, who's a very good shooter, and he buries the elbow jumper.
Oh, there's no question. You really got to make him put it on the floor, Kevin.
Baggett finding Jordan, baseline jumper, nothing but the bottom of the net. Saw Taylor Cantu get 20 against Baser Linwood in that Bobcat Invitational, and he's going to be tied up, and the arrow will keep it with Piper.
Nice job defensively there by number 1, Mike McKnight. Again, he's a tough kid. Really impacts the game in so many ways outside of scoring the ball for the most part, Kevin. Again, a lot of ball here. Good call by the officials. We'll jump it up, or excuse me, inbounds underneath there for Piper.
Yeah, Coach Shieber called McKnight gritty. Tough senior guard, brings leadership to the team. Screen it for Taylor Cantu. Baggett there with another rebound. Feeding down the court, and there's Taylor Cantu with the interception. Briggs lost the handle driving, and back come the Titans. Baggett attacking the right side, and he'll tip it up on the second try. He tipped his own miss in there.
Oh, that's the athleticism of Colby Baggett again, Kevin. Can score with both hands. Shot that left-handed layup a little bit short. Second quick hop to the board for 2.
Shands McGrew in the Lee Summit West lineup, defending on Tyson, and now gets the steal. So McGrew with an early defensive play, and a nice feed by Jordan, and the layup by McKnight. Timeout, Piper.
Again, no question, Coach Wallace here is going to talk about defensive transition. Obviously, want to go to the offensive board, no rotation. Once its defenders are back, they really don't do a good job at all, Kevin, of getting the ball stopped and closing out the shooters.
Well, it's an 8-3 run by Lee Summit West after they trail 4-3, and the Titans lead it now 11-6 here, late stages of the first quarter. As you take a look at Steve Wallace, course, last year this team was 22-1, but that was under David Birch, who's now at Shawnee Mission Northwest, and they brought back their old coach, Steve Wallace, back on the Piper sideline, back in purple again.
Once Steve saw that job open up, he was excited to come back again. Not really playing at full strength just yet tonight, but I'm sure he'll get them together.
McGrew got the steal. Jordan got the layup. And Luke Jordan, the 6'3" senior guard, their leading scorer, has 6 here in the first quarter, and a big lead of 7 now by the Titans. And we got a foul coming up as Taylor Cantu drove the right side, and they got McGrew with the foul call.
Again, great job defensively on the part of Lee Summit West the first 5 minutes of this game, Kevin. They're getting a big lift off their bench. They play with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. And as we've talked about before, you play with energy. Energy usually finds the basketball in one way or the other.
Well, seeing the Titans add Chaz Watson, their superstar freshman, into the lineup as Briggs connects from the outside. A 2-point make for Jerron Briggs.
Jerron gets 19 a game, Kevin, and really goes to the offensive board well, but that pull-up game is pretty much a staple of his offense.
Here's McDonald from downtown, and Simmons comes flying in with a Piper rebound. Ahead now to Tyson, and count it, and he is fouled. Tyson's so quick, and you really got to get back if you're defending him.
Well, that's the element that Tyson gives to the Piper Pirates, Kevin, and a kid who can really just get his own every once in a while. Didn't really seem to have an advantage there over the defender. Little hang time, little kiss off the window for 2.
That was the second foul on McGrew, leaves the Titan lineup. Jordan playing it inside, looking for the freshman, and Briggs with the steal for Piper.
A great rotation there by Hanslick, number 2, Kevin. Got the ball stopped, left his man, created a turnover.
Blake Beshore in the lineup. Tyson open for the 3, now decides to drive, finds Aaron Simmons inside.
Again, nice hands by Simmons, nice finish, but again, that's all Tyson. Beating his man off the bounce, head up, nice easy dish for 2.
Well, we talk about getting back on defense. If you're a defender, it's tough to stay in front of him as well. He's such a quick little guard for Piper. Jamie Tyson, the senior. Here's the freshman, Watson. Jordan, an offensive rebound. Now Baggett trying to play inside. The ball is tipped out. It'll stay with West. McKnight back in. McAtee out. Briggs will check out, and Taylor Cantu in.
Again, I'm sure Coach Wallace might be a little bit worried about fatigue as the Pirates are playing their 3rd game in 5 nights there, Kevin.
Yeah, well, the Pirates, they're a resilient bunch. I mean, they were down by 7 just a moment ago, and a little 7-0 run. Here's McKnight on the inside. 2 defenders draped all over him. Put it up and in.
Again, McKnight really impacts winning on the part of Coach Mike Schieber again. Kid knows how to play, definite winner.
Tyson intercepted by Baggett. Numbers now for West. Passes wide to McDonald. Here's Baggett attacking the left side. And rebounded by Beshore. Under a minute to play in your first quarter. 8-10 varsity showcase. Taylor Cantu denied at the rim. Long feed ahead to Ian McDonald, and the layup is good.
Again, block shots, turnovers, get you easy ones in transition is evidenced right there. West up by 4.
5 first quarter points for McDonald. Back to a 4-point lead as the Pirates hold for the final shot of the first quarter.
Looks like they're going a little double high post horn set here. Kevin, a little screen roll, maybe dive to the rim.
Foul on McKnight. That is his first, and No 1-1. And as the ball played from the side. Here's Taylor Cantu looking inside to Beshore, who puts it up and in. Nice hanging move by Beshore. His dad, Gary, is the assistant coach. And he put it up and in at the end of one. A good ball game, 17-15. The home team leading it here as you're watching the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum Sports. Ready for the start of the second quarter. Kevin Wyke and the coach Mark Hupping, your entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew, bringing you high school basketball. Kansas versus Missouri on a rainy Saturday here in the metro area. Good first quarter, Coach. 17-15, Lee Summit West, but it kind of was a seesaw first half.
Oh, good comeback there by Piper again, Kevin. Got down in transition, got some easy ones again. A lot of pride here in this Lee Summit West program. Coach Sheever's had some just fantastic talent over the years. A lot of longtime basketball fans in Kansas City. Mike Dixon was here. Christian Bishop, who's playing at Creighton right now. Obviously, Shaq Harrison, Monte Harrison, great players. Eliza Childs, again, a lot of tradition, a lot of pride in this program.
Some pros you mentioned there.
I think Shaq Harrison's playing for Utah right now, and I get mixed up. Monte's in the Major League Baseball League. I'm not sure for who.
As the three is home by McDonald, and he's off to a fast start. He has 8 first half points after a good game against Ray Peck where he scored 12.
You can just tell the poise and the confidence in that stroke there, Kevin. Again, back off me, not tonight.
Briggs from downtown, and there's Baggett grabbing another rebound.
Again, a lot less overplay defensively here, Kevin, on the part of Piper. A little bit more conservative approach defensively. Hanslick on a switch right there.
Skip it over to Jordan for the open three. And Hanslick there tracking the rebound.
Well, I believe this is Hanslick's first or second start of the year, Kevin. Really a defensive stopper. Nice job on the boards tonight here.
Briggs had it knocked free. It'll be Piper ball at the baseline. Hanslick out. Aaron Simmons in as Beshore plays from the baseline. Aaron Simmons fade and fire. And the freshman with the rebound. Mike McKnight blocked by Simmons, got it right back and puts it up and in. Mike McKnight.
Oh, that's the fighting Mike McKnight. Kevin again never gives up on a play.
And Tyson beat the defense down. Can't get the layup to go. McKnight from downtown. Yes, sir. It's the Mike McKnight show here in the second quarter. Timeout, Piper.
Again, great run there to open up the second quarter there again. 8 quick points for Lee Summit West again. It's so nice, Kevin, when you see people play with freedom and people play with confidence. Obviously, Coach Shrievers instilled that into his team. Again, nothing on penetration there. Nice kick out again. McKnight, the 5'10 senior. He's got a stroke.
Coach Schieber said he's tougher than a $2 steak. I went, wow, I haven't heard that since the 1970s. But it applies. He is a tough cookie out there.
It seems appropriate, doesn't it?
I mean, he's just a gritty kid, loves playing basketball, loves playing with his team. And Coach Schieber talked about how unselfish this group is. And they've been on a run. They won the Summit Grill Shootout right down the road at Lee Summit High School. And then they got a win Tuesday against a good opponent in their conference in the Suburban Goal, Ray Peck. So He said, well, we're starting to figure things out.
No, it's always fun to play in one of these showcases also, Kevin. Again, you bang heads with everybody in your league and the rockers of the world over the years, and to have a new opponent, fresh faces to go up against on your home court. Looks like at least some of West kids were really excited about their opportunity tonight.
So out of the Piper timeout, all of a sudden a big lead of 10 for West. Ball tipped away. Baggett got a piece of it.
Again, like a lot of coaches there, Kevin, Coach Schieber, coming out of a timeout, you're going to see a different defense coming down. They showed a 2-3 zone on the first pass there. They jumped the ball, got a deflection. Looks like they're going back to their straight man-to-man here.
Tyson, penetrating kick to Briggs. He's being guarded by Colby Baggett. Ball tipped away, and the officials huddling and saying it went off Piper.
That's good officiating there, Kevin. Both referees made eye contact. Looked like they got that call right. It's always better to be right than it is to be too quick with the call.
And a screen for Baggett. He got inside, blocked by Simmons. Mike McKnight got it back. He got denied at the rim this time, and Piper comes away with it. Taylor Cantu down the left half. Such a smooth player. And as soon as I say that, he dribbles it off his foot. Baggett, the open three look. And Tyson couldn't save it. It'll be at least some of West ball at the baseline.
First 3 minutes of the second quarter, Kevin, Piper, nothing seems to be going their way, but we've seen them before. They play in streaks, they play in runs. Looks like Coach Wallace being nice and patient with them down there, saying, our run's coming, fellas. Let's just hang in there.
West went to their other super freshman, and Josh Salinas, guard. He's come off the bench, and now we get a foul on Piper. And it's going to be on Taylor Cantu.
A little bit of frustration there on the part of Taylor Cantu, the 6'3" senior, get involved with a little dust up off the ball.
That'll be his first foul, team second, as West will play in. So the Titans rolling with their 2 star 9th graders out on the floor, and Salinas and Watson, and a lot of pub about these young guys. Here's Salinas. McDonald got inside, jumper not there, rebounded away by Taylor Cantu. Hanslick. There's Taylor Cantu, 17-footer. Titans quickly back the other way. Oh, the freshman with too much mustard on that pass.
His heart's in the right place, eyes in the right place there. Just not good execution on that pass. You get a catch and shoot kid like him in the corner. You want that pass right in his shooting pocket, so he's got a little bit of rhythm going up.
David Mayo checking in, a sophomore. 6'1". Colby Baggett will sit down for a brief rest period. Hanslick with a 3-ball down by Mayo.
Again, if Piper's going to get back in this, Kevin, it's got to really start at this end again.
Ball goes over on the 3 miss by Jordan. Piper numbers and highlights brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud sponsor of the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. We're at West High School for the 8-10 Varsity Showcase.
Can something happen? Seeing a little gap, putting his nose down, driving all the way to the cup. Again, got fouled, inbounds underneath right here for the Pirates.
And got Salinas with his first 16 foul. Taylor Cantu's 3. Rebounded by McAtee, the football player headed to UCM in Warrensburg to continue his football career. Mike McKnight.
All right, Mike.
Threw it up and in, and we got an official's timeout.
I think we got some blood on a jersey there, Kevin.
Taylor Cantu gonna have to go see the trainer. And Blake Beshort back in the Piper lineup.
Again, this is really where Coach Wallace was worried about, Kevin. When Piper's out in transition, he's all in. They can score with numbers. These half-court sets, really not a lot of spacing in there tonight, forcing up some bad shots, turning it over again.
Yeah, Piper has definitely hit a offensive funk. As McDonald in, McKnight out. Knight giving Coach Schieber 11 first-half points. So the senior's averaging 8 is already over his average here in the first half. As we go under 3 minutes for halftime. Good ball movement, setting up a Jordan 3. That's money.
I tell you what, Kevin, you don't get any better execution than that. Took away the layup, hit Jordan in the corner. Again, that corner 3 ball for many kids these days is the easiest one would hit.
Big lead of 15. Piper in some big trouble as we got a carry on Jerron Briggs, and we'll go the other way. And
I admire Briggs' heart. I admire his desire, his will, his want-to, whatever you want to call it, Kevin. But at that point in time, back it out, get everybody involved. Let's really execute one clean set here and see what we can get rather than trying to maybe get one on your own.
Jordan open for another 3. Hanslick with the rebound. Hit ahead, intercepted by McDonald. Pull up 3. Just grazed off the rim, and it'll be off Piper, West ball.
Again, that front side 3, you can tell Coach Shee was really comfortable with him taking that one too, Kevin. Again, McDonald, beautiful stroke there. Definitely has a green light.
Here's Baggett. Now to a posted McAtee. And a travel is called.
Seems like with all the perimeter play we see in high school now, Kevin, you don't see a lot of those true post-up plays anymore. Again, looked like McAtee caught it as deep as he wanted to down there. Usually catch it that deep, he can turn over and score it, but again, drug his pivot foot for a turnover. Again, we're at 6 minutes into this quarter, Kevin. I don't think Piper scored there at 15 at the end of the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Shot spinning off. Colin Vigil in the ball game. Getting some time off the bench is a sophomore guard. As Baggett called for a charge, no basket. As the ball actually just stuck between the rim and the glass as Baggett got the charge, as Vigil able to take the charge. Backdoor cut by Tyson. Now here's Jerron Briggs going left hand. Rebounded away by Jordan. Jordan dribbling through traffic, finding Mike McKnight for a pull-up 3. And a rebound fought for and snared by Simmons.
Because that's the kid I think Coach Wallace is really counting on. Simmons there, be a little bit more powerful, a little bit more aggressive inside, maybe make something happen on the offensive board.
Baggett the rebound ahead to McDonald and tipped out of bounds by Hanslick. Titan ball at the baseline, under a minute. Piper has 0 in the quarter. And thus the 15-point advantage for Lee Summit West.
See a little bit of fatigue there on the part of Piper tonight also, Kevin, as Coach Wallace really going deep into his bench right here.
McKnight, who's had the good first half. Pass intercepted by Briggs. Drawn up the floor. Pirates still don't seem to have anything going as far as their offense. And now they throw it away. Jordan the steal, and he's fouled at midcourt by Hanslick.
You got to admire Hanslick's effort, going after a loser's ball, trying to make something happen again. Definitely 8 minutes of struggle time right here for the Piper Pirates.
That's only the third team foul, the second on Hanslick, so no 1-and-1 yet as we wind down the second quarter. Piper's really gone to their bench. Blake Porter in the ball game, and he's going to be whistled for this foul. Sure, Coach Wallace is just trying to find some offense somewhere. Seeing some of his younger players off the bench. And we're going to get a timeout for Lee Summit West.
That last possession, Kevin, on display, that's number 0, Chaz Watson again. You talked about him being a freshman with a real high ceiling. Just one of his skills on display there. Again, hard dribble drive to the right. Couldn't finish, but created some contact in there.
Coming up, Hy-Vee at the half. Numbers and highlights brought to you by your employee-owned Hy-Vee stores. I was just in Hy-Vee the other day. Well, they got all kinds of new Chiefs gear, Super Bowl gear, the Mahomes cereal. It was.
Did you stay away from it?
You know me. I always get something. Got my dad a Patrick Mahomes T-shirt, so.
I've picked up those boxes of cereal for my grandkids.
I have a few of those, yeah.
Make nice, inexpensive gifts.
You betcha. As we wind out the first half, and Lee Summit West called the timeout. Let's see what Coach Schieber has up his sleeve.
What Wallace has up his sleeve is a little 2-3 zone here for the last defensive possession.
All right, guys, the clock's under 10. Time to go. And here they go. Here's McDonald with a long three. And he rattles in and beats the buzzer. And how about the Titans' second quarter as they dominated and take an 18-point lead in at the break. And I'll tell you what, their guards are doing it. Mike McKnight and Ian McDonald, big first halves, big lead for West. Hy-Vee at the half, coming up next. Welcome to Hy-Vee at the half. Lee Summit West with the big lead. And time now for the Hy-Vee first half highlights. And the Titans strong early on in this one.
Again, Lee Summit West on their home court, really getting out in transition there. Led by number 4, Ian McDonald, number 1, Mike McKnight. Again, they scored the ball, ran the floor, were unselfish in transition. Again, a big 16-0 run. That was the score in the second quarter there as they open up an 18-point lead here. Again, here we see Piper one of the few times getting out in transition themselves. That was in the second quarter. Tyson for 2. Simmons, Briggs trying to keep him in it, but again, when that 3 ball's going, the world seems right, and a lot of positive things happened there for Lee Summit West in the first half at the offensive end there, Kevin.
And they have the big lead, 33-15 at the break. More of Hy-Vee at the half right after this. Welcome back to Hy-Vee at the half. Lee Summit West in the 8-10 Varsity Showcase, leading Piper by 18 at the break. Time now to take a look at the Hy-Vee first half numbers. And they're slided toward the home team.
Well, it's always difficult, Kevin, when you don't shoot the ball well. But again, Piper giving up a lot of easy ones in transition. Obviously turning the ball over there 10 times in the first half. Nine points off turnovers on the part of Lee Summit West. Again, I'm sure Coach Wallace addressed defensive transition, offensive efficiency, shot selection, and fellas, let's play harder.
(33-15), Lee Summit West leading Piper in the A10 Varsity Showcase, number 22. Earlier winners in girls action, Lincoln Prep by 1 over Piper girls, and then it was Park Hill South beating Baser Linwood 46-40. And the boys action earlier, it was Baser Linwood by 9 over St. James Academy. Second half after this. Ready for the start of the third quarter. Piper inbounding from midcourt. Hanslick, Taylor, Cantu, Simmons, Tyson, and Briggs. They go inside to Jerron Briggs. Got a big hill to climb to the Pirates, and they start out with their 11th turnover of the game. Jordan the steal, and can't hit the layup as Taylor Cantu clears the board.
I was just going to say, Kevin, big 2 minutes here, the first 2 minutes of the second half for Piper to establish a level of aggression, a level of execution.
Briggs crashing into Avila. Avila his third foul, and Jerron Briggs will shoot free throws.
Again, one thing about Jerron Briggs, Kevin, he knows where the rim is. He's fearless in his attack right there. Let's see if he can get a couple free throws down here to cut the deficit. Piper's in a long dry spell.
Yeah. They went for a 0 in the second quarter after they scored 15 in the first quarter. 66% from the foul line is Briggs. Baggett gets the rebound and sends it down the court, intercepted by Hanslick.
If I'm Coach Wallace, I'm looking for some kids who can execute, who can run what we want to run, get us on the same page, etc. Get a good shot.
Hanslick for three. And McDonald had the rebound, and he just kind of volleyed it out of bounds. Your lineup for the Titans: Baggett, McKnight, Jordan, McDonald, and Avila. Piper to play in from the baseline. Here's Briggs. And it'll be Baggett with the foul, reach-in foul.
Little conference here, Kevin. Look, one of them might have had a push-off. Real close call there. That chicken wing out a little bit, I think.
Screen high for Briggs, who releases the three. Avila gets the rebound. Titans, very patient set. They have the big lead. They might run some clock here in the second half. McKnight, who had the good first half.
It's one thing, Kevin, to hit shots. It's another thing to execute. And very impressive offensive display here on the part of Lee Summer West.
Briggs, a nice block. Piper able to save it. Here's Jerron quickly up the floor, handing off to Taylor Cantu with the bucket.
The lid's off. 2. 10-minute dry spell. Let's see if Piper can get a stop here on the backside and get in this thing.
Baggett working it inside and using the glass. Colby Baggett. A 3-year starter, wants to be a college football player, wants to be a wide receiver. Here's Tyson with a nice scoop, but spins off the rim.
A lot better defensive transition here on the part of Piper the first couple minutes here, Kevin.
Jordan with a 3. Briggs rebounds for Piper. Down by 18, 3 minutes into your third quarter. Piper looking for an offensive run. Taylor Cantu, Briggs, their top scorer. Simmons also a top scorer. And now an offensive foul on Jerron Briggs, clearing out with his offhand.
Jerron trying to make something happen. A clear call right there. Nice job defensively on the part of Lee Summer West. And this is where you look for the character of your kids, Kevin. Again, Piper doesn't seem like anything's going their way tonight. See who can fight through some adversity here, pick each other's teammates up.
And nice look there by McDonald, finding Colby Baggett. Timeout, Piper.
Coach Wallace has seen enough of this one too. Again, 3.5 minutes into the third quarter here. Again, not a lot of communication defensively, not a lot of help. Obviously, everybody's frustrated in that Piper huddle right now. Let's see if they can pull things together here, put a couple possessions together. And that's way too simple there, Kevin. Your help's got to come quicker. Your ball denial, your ball pressure. It's all incorporated into a strong defense there. And Coach Wallace, again, addressing it quickly.
Baggett in the ball game with 6. Leading scorer for the Lee Summit West side would be McKnight and McDonald. They both have combined for 11 points. So a good night for the Titan backcourt as they have a big lead of 20.
West has played so effectively, so unselfishly. Again, 1-3-1 trap right there.
Can't get the left-hand layup. Hanslick back the other way. High post Aaron Simmons, and his pass sails high. And that'll be a turnover for Piper.
You bigs, you catch the ball at the foul line, extended right there. Make sure you turn over, make a simple play. Get strong with the basketball, chin it, make eye contact. That should have been a layup with the better execution on the pass.
Screen it for Baggett. Avila, the 6'7" player, spinning in the paint. Good ball fake there. And the left-handed shot no good. Titans able to keep it alive on the sideline. Now they're going to screen high. Avila shooting the 3. Tyson a rebound.
Nothing easy thus far for Piper at this end of the court.
And this will be Taylor Cantu, fouled in the act of shooting after the Baggett foul.
Kevin, not to make excuses, but that's one thing that Steve Wallace has talked about is they've had a lot of quarantine in their program this year, limited practice times, kids in and out eligibility-wise, and again, makes it very difficult to put in everything that you wanted to. And clearly here tonight, Piper's fundamentals are lacking a little bit. Kids don't like to practice fundamentals. They want to go up and down. They want to be competitive. But the fundamentals of pivoting, passing, reversing the ball, coming to meet the ball, small things like that really add up in a game.
Salinas and McGrew in the West lineup. One more free throw coming up here for Dylan Taylor Cantu.
Coach Wallace sticking to his man-to-man here, Kevin. If they're going to go anywhere this year, it's got to be keyed by their defense.
And the freshman turning it over. Over and back is the call. Piper ball. Just need a late third quarter run, and we might have a ball game here.
Coach Wallace had some great defensive teams at Piper in the previous tenure there. Great defense at Shawnee Heights.
And Briggs able to bank it home and draw the foul.
That's that tenacious attitude Briggs brings to things. Still trying to make things happen at the offensive end. See if we can get a free throw down here to cut the margin a little bit more. Just chip away one possession at a time. Maybe cut it to 10 by going into the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Last foul on Salinas. Briggs is 0 for 3 from the stripe. Long outlet now to Jordan. And spins out. McKnight put it up. Drew the foul. 2 shots for Mike McKnight. I'll tell you what, that guy seems to always be in the right place at the right time. He's not the biggest guy at 5'10", but He's able to get the rebound and draw the foul. Last foul on Briggs, his second.
It's going to go down. Never quit running. Got the offensive rebound. Knocked the first one in.
That foul shooter. 13. Got 2 fouls already. Backs around, but goes back to Piper.
Briggs staying aggressive. Pedal.
And Briggs. And screen it. Ball on the floor. McKnight. 3 on Briggs. He'll leave the lineup for Taylor Cantu.
I don't ever question Briggs. Mike McKnight for stepping in there.
Might be on his actual game jersey. Quarter, leading by 19, led by 18 at half. Nice look by the freshman that time. Salinas finding Luke Jordan.
A flat-out clinic by Lee Summit West at the offensive end right there. 4 out, 1 in. Nice back cut. Beautiful layup.
Be sure at his pocket pick. Salinas driving. And it'll count, and he is fouled. So the young freshman will have a chance at the 3-point play. Josh Salinas.
Salinas, a floor runner, a finisher, on display there, Kevin. No celebration out of that young man. Looks like just another day out here. This is what I do. A bright future for number 2.
Yeah, they have several good-looking freshmen. And we get a foul at midcourt. It's going to be on the other freshman out there, Bishop. And that'll put a 1-and-1 to Piper, as that is the 7th team foul. Vigil, sophomore guard, off the bench to shoot the 1 plus the bonus.
I don't think we saw Vigil play last week at the Baser tournament, Kev, but
you know, the bench getting more work as they played last night, so they got to get some other bodies out on the floor. As here's Jordan on a pull-up jumper. It's good.
Well, that floater is so soft. Got under control at the foul line. Didn't run the defender over. Nice touch there.
Pass intercepted. McGrew's had 3 steals tonight. Now a reach-in foul on Hanslick. Three on Hanslick. McGrew, good night defensively for West. Salinas stumbling on the dribble, and now Taylor Cantu tried to dunk it. It was blocked, but put back up and in. Hanslick will get the putback. That's his first field goal of the game. Jordan buries the 3 from the wing.
All night long, gets 15 a game. We're bringing it tonight.
And he is the game's leading scorer now with 16 points. Hanslick in trouble, and he goes over and back. Turnover. He thought he was fouled. Eddie Reese disagreed. And it'll be West basketball.
That's number 2, Peyton Hanslick, getting a little bit sped up again, Kevin. It'd be better to just catch the ball, chin it, pivot away from pressure right there, make an easy play.
Corbin Yowes is checked in the game, a 6'5" junior off Coach Schieber's bench. And Salinas gets his pocket pick from behind. Ahead now to Jerron Briggs, who can't get the layup home. And we got a rebounding foul coming up here. And it's going to be on Piper's Taylor Cantu. 2 on him as West will play it in from the backcourt. Here's McGrew, drive it, kick it. The 3 is home by Bishop, the freshman. Connecting from bonus distance. Everything going right for West. At the end of 3, they own a big-time lead at 53-25 here at the A10 Varsity Showcase, as the Titans playing on their home floor and looking good as we go to the 4th on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. Hy-Vee scoring by quarters, and that goose egg in the second is the killer tonight for the Piper Pirates, Coach. I really feel like Steve Wallace's team might have a shot, but you can't go scoreless against this Lee Summit West team.
36-10 in the second and third quarters also, Kevin.
Yeah, that is tough. Team coming off a win last night. Talking about Piper over an EKL team in St. Thomas Aquinas. Trouble tonight on the road at Lee Summit West. It'll be Baggett, McKnight, McDonald, Avila, and Jordan. Home team in white, owning a 28-point lead on their home floor and still shooting threes and still hitting them.
That execution is perfect, too. It's always great when the shot goes in. But as a coach, former coach, I'm sure Coach Schieber's really happy where they're executing here.
And a charge is called on Hanslick, who's injured now. So not only does he get the foul call, but he is shaken up. Fourth foul on Hanslick. How about Luke Jordan, 3 threes. He's got a game-high 19 as Hanslick out of the lineup.
He's played a great floor game also, Kevin. Done a lot of good things defensively, moved the ball, played unselfishly. It's always great when you're hitting shots, but you got to do other things.
Trainer's taking a look at Hanslick on the Piper sideline. As steal, nice play there by Vigil. Some young guys getting some time and giving them some good minutes. There's Tyson with the foul. I believe that's on Avila. Let's wait and see. The officials. That'll be his 4th. As Jamie Tyson will shoot 2 free throws, fouled in the act of shooting.
Tyson always effective in their press, always looking to score in transition. Trying to keep his team together here the last 7 minutes here.
4 for 4 foul shooting. He is a 79% foul shooter. And I put the broadcaster's jinx on him, but the ball falls right back to him and he puts it up and in. So.
Great opportunity for Coach Schieber here to look at maybe some kids getting early varsity time here. Look at some combinations. Look at some of these young kids with the bright lights on in the 7 o'clock game or 6:15 game here.
Yep. You got the big lead. Nice look in there by Jordan, finding McDonald. Nice assist by Jordan, though.
Flat out clinic. Perfect bounce pass. Timing was perfect. Coach Schieber's got to be happy with the execution.
His guards have been impressive tonight. McDonald, McKnight, Jordan. There's Taylor Cantu. Count it, and he is fouled, and Avila knows it's on him, and he is going to the bench immediately because that was his 5th foul. %62% from the stripe. Able to complete the 3-point play.
really tonight, we've seen no selfish play at all on the part of Lee Summit West. Still running their offense despite the huge lead, making the extra pass.
McDonald with the baseline shot. He's got 15. Jordan's got 19, and McKnight has 13. That's the rundown of the backcourt for the Titans, all in double figures.
All efficient, all shooting strong percentages tonight, all taking great shots.
And Tyson floats in a runner in the paint. Baggett inside to the freshman Watson. Taylor Cantu a rebound. Vigil stripped from behind. Now here's McDonald. Ian attacking the left side, can't get the layup home, and it'll be West ball at the baseline. Yao's back in the lineup. Also out there is Blake Porter for Piper. McKnight working on Tyson. Baggett on the inside, banks and scores. McKnight got the assist.
Not to harp on it, but again, unselfish play, making the extra pass. I might have a good shot. My teammate's got a great shot. I'm going to give it to him.
Briggs calling for a screen, now attacking, and can't hit. Loose ball fought by McKnight. He just loops it down the court, no one home. Now the ball is stolen and flipped back in play by McDonald, and it goes off a Piper player. And it'll be West ball after all that. Drew Dickerson, a freshman, checking in. Also Salinas and Watson in. So as the coach predicted, some of the young guys are going to get some valuable time here. A late January basketball.
We saw the freshman Drew Dickerson really put on a dunk show between games here, Kevin.
Dribbled on the baseline. That'll be a turnover. Yeah, they got some guys that were throwing it down there. Salinas defending Briggs. Taylor Cantu. Fade and fire. And there is Dickerson using those ups you were talking about to get the rebound as Salinas with a bullet pass. And our baseline cameraman right there, John Pope.
John, come on, you're open.
There it is, right into your living room. Well,
didn't even flinch. Didn't feel it.
Well, he's a pro. He's an award winner, Johnny Pope. Yeah, that's all in a day's work when you're working that baseline.
He's the man.
Here's Briggs on the inside, and we've got a foul call. Two guys there, and they're going to get Mayo. David Mayo is checked in with his first foul, as here's Briggs back to the free throw stripe.
Seems like these days, Kevin, you see so many rosters have freshmen and sophomores as their 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Man, they play so much basketball in early age now. All the AAU programs, summer programs, even though most of them were shut down this past summer. But a lot of young talent here. Size, speed, quicks at Lee Summit West.
Ball lost out of bounds by Briggs. And we'll go back the other way. Yeah, a lot of good-looking young players out on the floor.
Running their sets. Little UCLA cut there. Swing their ball. Looking side to side. Ball screen. A lot of good things happening here in this offensive series.
Salinas the three, and he hits it. So the freshman guard.
They ran great offense, Kevin. Nobody got an easy one, but you look great when you hit that three ball from the corner.
There's Jerron Briggs back the other way.
Briggs for two.
There's Yowles taking it to the rim and drawing the two-shot foul. Corbin Yowles, a 6'5" junior. Simmons with the foul.
Good read there by Corbin. Saw a lane to the rim, got all the way there.
Cam Beebe is checked in. Also Miguel Martin for the Piper side. Yowles hit 1 out of 2.
The Beebe family in the Piper area, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Legendary football family. Those Beebe boys are tough.
Grant Lockwood out there for Piper as well. And now a breakout for Yowles and can't hit it. Titans get the rebound. Now they get it into a posted freshman, Dickerson, from the baseline. Stuck back up and in. Big bucket now by Bishop, who also has a 3. So 5-point night for Logan Bishop off the west bench. Here's Vigil with a runner. Dickerson, a nice rebound. That pass too tall by Bishop. Mayo couldn't handle it. So it'll be a Lee Summit West victory tonight. They'll go to 8-6 overall. Here is Beebe, the football standout. Basket and the foul.
If I'm Coach Wallace, I'm not going to look at this tape tonight. We'll live for another day. Big win at St. Thomas Aquinas tonight. Not at full strength here at Lee Summit West. Definitely took one on the chin, but better times will come, Steve.
Can't complete the three-point play. Get brothers playing the college football, Minnesota, K-State. Find this one out. And it'll be a Lee Summit West win on their home floor as part of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 22. So Coach Schieber gets the W here on the Titan floor. Final 38. Back with a Hy-Vee post-game wrap-up right after this. The game of the week is brought to you by Hy-Vee. They're proud to support Kansas City High School athletics. And a good night for Lee Summit West on their home floor as they win it by 30 as Piper struggled to score and couldn't come back. And it was the guards for Lee Summit West making the difference tonight.
As you said, Kevin, all Lee Summit West tonight. They executed offensively, played with freedom and easy, with confidence on the offensive end, put a lot of defensive stops together, played unselfish. Again, Coach Schieber wanted 32 minutes of a complete game. He got it here tonight.
Special thanks to the Lee Summit West athletic director. That's Jeremy Hubbard. Chad Rader as well from 810 Varsity. Thanks to our coaches, Coach Wallace and Coach Schieber. For Mark Huppy and our entire Spectrum Sports broadcasting crew, this is Kevin White saying so long from the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. And in our final game, the final was Lee Summit West 68, Piper 38, as we say goodnight from Lee Summit West High School.